and then someone sits in the front and they're just like getting a seizure and shakes and just like rolling their eyes and everything. Like when you see this, you know it's real. They were phases of R&B in German history which were like really, really good. But like nowadays, I feel like people just run with what works. Genres also like Jersey, it slowly became more poppin' through also the Nicki Minaj song Everybody and also Lil Uzi Vert. They all make it like more mainstream. But then it was a thing way back.
Welcome back to Unsigned Berlin. First of all, thank you to our sponsors at Soundplate Clicks. Today I'm sat here with Dianamaracuja. We met through off-season a few months ago, and that's where you were DJing. You're also a makeup artist. You just recently hosted your first party, Spicy Tunes, which was all hip-hop in 2000s. And it was also a charity event for victims of sexual violence or sexual assault. Can you maybe talk about that? What was the idea behind Spicy Tunes? Why did you decide to do an event instead of just continuing to do DJ gigs?
Well, thank you for having me, first of all.
No worries. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, Spicy Tunes. I mean, we wanted to make like a party. People love to party, but then like, what's the upside of it? Yeah. You know, we wanted to combine the charity aspect of it and also party. And I feel like for me as a DJ, I never really have the freedom to play what I want.
Right.
And that's why I wanted to make my own party. And me and my friends, actually my friends involved me with this. They wanted to do a party and they needed a DJ. And then I got involved. And yeah, this is how everything came up. And for the name, I also came up with the name because I love spicy food. And everybody loved it. And yeah, here we are. Spicy Tunes.
Nice. Was it, when you're doing DJ sets, usually, and it's not your own party and you feel like you kind of have to play a specific thing, is that usually, I don't really know anything about DJing, is it usually something that the event organizer says ahead of time of like, these are the like specific songs we want to hit, or is it more like you're seeing the crowd and you're kind of adapting to that?
I mean, it's more they want certain genres for you to play. Like if it's an Afro party, obviously I have to play Afro. I could play Amapiano, I could play Afro House. I think there's like a bit more like wider range, which is like also nice because I feel like they don't want to stick with the same. Yeah. It just gets boring. I feel like the party scene in general, it's just got a little bit boring. It's not exciting. Obviously people want to hear the bangers. Can you play Sean Paul? Can you play Rema, these names, you know? And I don't mind because what I learned at first, I was like really annoyed by it, to be honest. I was like, I just want to play my stuff. But then I realized at the end of the day, like I'm a service and I have to please the people in a way, and at the end of the day the people just need to have like a nice time. And if this one song just gives them the nice time, then I will do it.
Similar with making music, like making songs, where you're trying to provide an artistic service, so people want to, when I go to a night out, I want to be surprised by the DJ, but I also want it to be things that I like, so it's like balancing a weird line. But you also had live instrumentation, right?
Yes, my friend Gregor, I actually met him through like a modeling job. I also model on the side, and he's like also a photographer and also like a musician and singer. And I asked him if he would like to play some instruments at the event, so it just gives it more life.
Yeah. How did you work that in? Was it pretty much improvisation, or did you have certain songs that you were like, okay, we're gonna get ready with the instruments?
I mean, we did rehearse one time. I played some songs. I just showed him the vibe that I want to give off, and he just played along. Like he's really professional with all this, and he just went along with it, and it turned out really nice. We rehearsed one time, and
yeah, cool. And for the charity aspect, how did that work? Was it kind of a percentage of tickets, or what was the interaction like with the charity, and which charity was it?
Okay, so for the charity, we did take some money of the ticket sales to donate, but also at the event we had like a Polaroid camera where people can take pictures and then they donate some money, and also at the entrance they can donate some money. So there's like multiple opportunities to give something back. We had also giveaways for dinners. We had 2 different restaurants we collabed with. also a kart, go-kart venue. Yeah, and they were able to win some stuff. So you can just go there, have a good time, pay the entrance, and you also get a ticket to win something. I think it's a nice opportunity.
Cool. What restaurants did you work with?
Doré. And I don't know that personally. It was like it's a really favorite restaurants of a friend named Gino. He also works with Spicy Tunes, and it's really funny how we got the two collabs actually, because for the one he put the wrong logo on the flyer. And then he realized it's the wrong restaurant. And then he went to the other restaurant to like see if they want to collab, and they did.
Oh,
and
cool.
And now we have these two restaurants helping us, both named Doré, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, little accidental collab.
Yes.
Can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, food is a big part of a lot of things you do. Just outside, we were talking about an upcoming dinner, and you have Spicy Tunes, which involves food as well.
Yeah.
First of all, do you want to talk a little bit about the dinner that's happening in about a week, and then we can talk about just food?
Okay, so I collabed with Justin. He's a creative. He has this agency, Hi-Fi Creatives, and he wanted to arrange a dinner because he found this really nice location. It's an apartment loft, and he saw the space and came up with the idea to create an experience. So it's just not only party. We have a party afterwards, but before that, we have this dinner experience where we'll cook West African fusion kitchen with Thai mixed. So I think this is already like really something new, because it's mostly only Asian fusion, only African fusion. And this is like totally something new that we came up with. And I'm really hyped to do this actually, because I still have to try the menus out actually.
Right.
But like some of it I already tried and it turned out really nice. And there's just like 2 more dishes left. But I feel like overall it's going to be like really tasty.
Do you have a lot of experience cooking African stuff?
I mean, I had a booth at, what's it called? No, give me a second. I had a booth at Taste of Africa twice.
In Gleisdreieck?
No,
Is that
that's
the
a
same
different one actually.
Okay.
That's African Food Festival,
Right.
and Taste of Africa there with Afro House.
Oh, okay.
And they used to have it at Citadelle in Spandau, but now it's at Sage Beach. And yeah. I get to have a booth there, and my boyfriend, he's actually half Ghanaian.
Right.
So we collabed on making the food together, and we sold jollof rice and buffet, and what else did we have? Oh, fried chicken. I feel like everybody loved fried chicken. There was this one guy, shout out to him. He came back, I don't know, 4 times, and every time he came back, he brought new friends. He was like, this is the best chicken ever.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice. What do you eat mostly at home? Do you cook for yourself mostly? Or?
Yes, I love cooking for myself, but I wouldn't say cooking for myself. I love cooking when other people eat with me, because if it's only for myself, I don't see why I should do all the dishes, you know?
Yeah, fair.
It should be a trade. It's me cooking and you do the dishes.
Understandable. What's your go-to meal if you're having friends over for dinner?
Ooh, friends over for dinner. It could be anything. I did schnitzel one time. They loved it.
Kind of a hard thing to do for lots of people, no? Because you need like frying space.
Yes. And yeah, everybody just gets their plate separately, and then you just have to eat, because rather eat the eat the food hot than cold. I don't like that.
Cold schnitzel's not a good
I
move.
don't like it at all. No. Yeah, this is kind of tricky. You're right. But if it should be like something more simple, it would be like curry. Like I love pumpkin curry with like some side meats. Yeah. And also a lot of people love is like when I just do like my simple dimple meal. It's rice and just any vegetable, any meats, and brown sauce. Right. And the people love the brown sauce, and for me it's like the first dish that I learned from my mom. And it's just so simple, but people just love it, and I get it. It's like a really comfy food.
How did you learn to cook? Was it family time?
Yeah, like I grew up in a restaurant environment actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so my mom and my dad, they had a restaurant. And I grew up there and everything. And then later on, my mom opened up a restaurant. My sister opened up a restaurant. So I was just like always involved. And actually my whole life I told myself, I don't want to work in a restaurant. I don't want to hustle all day, because there's so much work that goes into it. You have to buy the ingredients. You have to keep the place clean. You have to cook. You have to, just do all these things. And I don't want to come home and smell like food. That's what I always like told myself. That's why I also worked in retail in the beginning, just to get away from the space. Yeah. But after all this time, I felt the passion towards food a lot, and I had to, just do it.
Nice. And then you've chosen a career path that's probably, I don't know if it's equal, but it's a lot of work, a lot of different things.
Yep.
What's your experience with that been like? You started posting on Instagram in like 2015 or so, and which is 11 years ago now. No, 9 years ago now.
Oh, my Instagram story, yeah. My diary.
And then at some point, I guess it became kind of serious. What was your journey like with that, and when did it start to become like a professional thing where you started doing DJ and doing food things, and what was that journey like from the Instagram diary days till now?
Yeah, so Instagram, when it started, it was basically my diary. I uploaded anything. I wish I wouldn't deleted like all the things that I posted, because now looking back at it, it would have been a lot of fun. Also a lot of memories, obviously. It just started, like I said, as a diary. And then at some point, people hit me up and wanted to send me things, and I was like, oh my god, I made it.
Sponsorship type of things.
Yeah, that was like really nice. And like once I also was in contact with Hello Kitty. Yes, there was like a really big thing for me, and they invited me for like a really nice dinner at Kuchi, this sushi place. Really nice experience. All the vegetables were cut out in Hello Kitty pieces, and everything was just so cute.
If you're watching or listening to this ad on Spotify right now, you may not know that you can actually access our episodes completely ad-free and a couple days early every week on Spotify. If you sign up to our subscription on Spotify for only €3 a month, you can not only get our episodes 2 days early and completely ad-free, but you can help support the podcast. This not only helps us continue the project, but it helps us grow the podcast and provide a better platform for independent artists, hopefully help their careers. It helps us continue more of the live sessions like you've recently seen with Sylvina, or a little longer ago with Corp. And it helps us provide a better curatorial platform for you, where you can hopefully find your new favorite artist and some of the artists that are a little bit more on the up and coming side that maybe you don't know about them, and we can find new music that hopefully you love. So if you go do that, that helps support the platform. Also provides you with ad-free episodes a couple days early. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy. Thank you. When you release music, making sure your fans can find it and listen to it is the number one priority. Soundplate Clicks helps you create landing pages and smart links that will bring people through to actually listen. With Soundplate Clicks, you can create perfect landing pages for your releases, even include a direct to playlist button, email capture, or links to your merch. Turn your link in bio into a sleek, professional pit stop with a super easy to learn interface that takes away from any learning curve. Launch pre-save campaigns in minutes. Not just that, with Soundplate Clicks, you also gain valuable insights into who's clicking your links, something you cannot do with similar sites, all with a free plan. For those who are serious about taking their music to the next level, the Pro plan is only €20 per month. Upgrading to Pro allows access to premium features, advanced analytics, and extra branding options, and much, much more. To easily set up your first music smart links, go to click.soundplate.com and use the code Unsigned for 50% off your first payment when you choose to upgrade. That's Soundplate Clicks, making your music promotion hassle-free. Also, don't forget to use the code Unsigned for 50% off your first payment.
And back then, I didn't realize this could be a working opportunity. For me. It was just like, I got invited for dinner. Let's get pissed drunk and just enjoy the food. You know, I didn't really see this aspect, and also this whole influencer game came in a little bit later, I feel like, or maybe this was just the starting point. I could have maybe did some other turns and went some other ways. But I guess you just like live and learn, and you just need to believe in yourself. Like even with me as like a makeup artist, I started doing YouTube videos when I was 13, and I just explained how I did my makeup looks and everything, and then I got bullied, and then I had to close it down. They told me like, you're 13, why don't you go play with dolls and you do makeup on the internet? And it was actually like a girls group that I really looked up to. They were like the it girls in the school, you know? And it was like really devastating actually, and then I just like closed it down, but still did Instagram and also a little bit of Vine, because it was like trendy back then, you know. It's like when the whole video game came into into the game, into the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically I just documented everything that I did, and yeah. Yeah, and then eventually I met a friend back then. We were like really close, and she is a musician. And then she asked me if I want to do her DJ for her live shows.
Right.
And that's how I got into DJing. And then she were like really close friends. She had like this friend group, and there was this one guy DJ on it. I don't know if you know him. And he actually, I don't know if I can say this out in public, but he actually taught me how to DJ.
Oh, cool.
And I feel like a lot of people don't know this.
When was this?
This was probably like 2017.
Right.
Yeah. And I remember we had this one show at Prince Charles, and I was thinking, because like from him I learned it with vinyls, but not like proper vinyls, but like vinyls, vinyls, and then a laptop. That's how I learned it. And then there at the function they had CD DJs, and I never played with these before.
Oh, stress.
And it was stressful. I didn't know how to put the songs into the program, and then I had to like load it onto the stick so it like properly works. And I just like press play and hope for the best, and it did work out somehow. But these were like my first experiences with DJs. And I was like really not scared, but just like intimidated. So many knobs, so many buttons, like what should I do? But eventually I got my own thingy. And then I learned how to play with record box, and just started doing little mixes. But I never actually like uploaded one back then. I had like loads, but I uploaded one on SoundCloud, and then it got flagged because I put some Drake song in there.
Okay.
Because of the copyright, and then I was also devastated. And then I was like, F it.
Right. Is that why you stopped uploading to SoundCloud?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. You've been DJing for 7 years or so, or
This
like
sounds-
since that.
This sounds so long. Oh
Dude,
my god, this is so embarrassing.
It's like
because
it's 2019 is like feels recent, but it's 5 years ago, which is really weird.
Oh my god.
But everyone kind of paused for a year or two.
Yeah.
2020, so it like
True.
it's not
True.
especially DJing because it was
I
just
mean,
banned almost.
No parties
Yeah.
at all. But then like I met a friend 2-3 years ago, Yannick. She's a rapper, and then she was looking for a DJ, and then I just helped her with her shows.
Cool.
And this is how I saw myself as a DJ more,
Mm-hmm.
because people needed me, And then I was out partying, and I met a friend of mine, Igor. He used to work with Trap or Die, and he asked me, do you know any DJs? And I said, actually, I'm a DJ, book me. And then he booked me. I played a couple times at Kitty Cheng, Trap or Die, multiple venues.
Cool.
And then just everything just happened more regularly, and I had more trust in myself also, that people liked the music that I played, and also were happy with the skills that I could deliver.
What do you like in a venue? Do you prefer smaller venues, bigger venues?
I mean, I don't care about the venue personally. It's just more the speakers need to be right. When I'm at a club and the speakers are not good, I would rather leave. And like sometimes people tell me, can you DJ here and there? I'm like, I don't want to.
Can you say names of places, or do you not want to?
No,
Yeah,
I don't want to, because
Yeah.
I did play there before, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe there will be some more shows, but still, it's just like, just please make sure the boxes are right.
Yeah.
And also, just make sure that there's DJ equipment. I don't want to bring my big old controller with me. It's so unnecessary.
What was music in your life before you started DJing? Because I saw, clearly it's been a big thing, because I saw you met Young Lean 8 years ago, which is...
You literally scrolled all the way down.
I did my research. What was music to you before DJing? Were you interested in making it, or were you just like not librarying? That's not a word. Like gathering a lot of music for your personal listening, or?
I always loved music. I listened to like all sorts of music. I actually grew up with Schlager. Like my dad, he listened to like loads of Schlager, and it was like more of a pub, as in like a restaurant, but also with like food, And then later on, I mean, my sister, she introduced me to like hip hop, the 2000er, and everything. And then afterwards, like in 5th grade, I had my little rock phase. It was also like the emo phase, and I was listening to like Slipknot, Korn, Billy Talent, like all these different rock artists.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I started listening to like A$AP Mob and like Flatbush Zombies, like all these hip hop artists. And then, yeah, it was like really good thing for me to listen to like rap actually, because I used to suck in English.
Oh, right.
Like I almost dropped out of school because of English. Because I didn't know, like 5th grade, I was also always good in elementary school, never did my homework, I just passed, you know, like the teachers loved me. And then, yeah, I went to 5th grade, and then I did my first test, and everybody knew the answer. I didn't know where they know them from, and they just did their homework.
Right.
I didn't know I had to do my homework to pass the test. Yeah, almost failed. And then, yeah, rap music was like a big thing in my life. And I was just going on to Rap Genius. Nowadays it's just Genius, I think. To look up the lyrics. And that's how I learned English, actually. And people still tell me that my English sounds a bit, rapish. Or, I don't know, just little slang.
Do you remember what the first rap album or song was that you came across and you were like, oh, this isn't Schlager, what's this?
Yeah, I would say like the A$AP Mob album with the black and white. I don't know the name of it anymore, but this was like a big thing for me. Also Flatbush Zombies, like I said.
That's such a random one to come across early, I think.
Really?
For me, I found Flatbush Zombies like a few years into liking hip-hop.
I mean, I was maybe just in the bubble. Like this was like really nice. Also like the whole Beast Coast, Joey Badass, Kirk Knight, all of these people. And when I was like 15, 16, 17, I went to like a lot of concerts. Like this was my thing. I didn't...
Young Lean.
Yes, Young Lean.
Erykah Badu as well. That's where you met, which is cool as fuck.
I still love going to concerts actually, but like back then it was like way bigger experience. Like we waited in line in the middle of the day, you know, just pre-drinking, just listening to the songs, meeting the people in front of you, behind you, just connecting. And yeah, actually my first concert was Party Next Door.
Right.
And it was really funny because my friend, she had a ticket and she wanted to go there but didn't have someone to go with her. No, I don't know if this is a story, but the point of the story is she told me not to tell another friend that we're going because she would get jealous. And then we just went there and like, I didn't have a ticket, obviously. We just went there, asked loads of people, do you have a ticket left? Do you have a ticket left? Someone eventually had a ticket left. And that's how I got inside. And when I saw like an artist from America, from a different country performing here, it was like a big thing. Also in a club environment where like the speakers were like really loud and you can feel the music. Yeah. This is when I was like, yeah, I like this a lot.
Was that before he did a bunch of the stuff with Kanye on Ye?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That was like probably 2015, 16.
Right. So he was still kind of underground, I think.
Yeah.
What did you think of his new album?
Good. I like it. It's kind of slow. I would have expected a bit more like up tempo, but overall, I mean, I'm actually like a bad DJ in that way, if I can say that. I listen to an album up and down on replay for like a whole day, actually.
Yeah, that's not a bad DJ. That's a great thing. You get to like really know the music.
I know. I like the experience of it. I like how the person put like so much thought into it. How to number
sequence.
Yeah. How to put everything, and I like the album. Yeah.
How do you organize your music? Because you not only DJ a lot, but also like lots of different genres.
Yeah.
Do you organize it at all, or because I struggle? I don't DJ, so I have to save less files and stuff. But I've like gotten to the point where it's too messy and I've given up, and I'm just like, I guess I will try to remember the ones I like.
Yeah. I mean, I try to organize. I have like genres that I do: Afro, hip hop, old school, pop. I also have a like a folder that says like hits, where I know if I play this, people just go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just do genres. I also do vibe, like the mood. What do I want to go into? Like a folder for the ladies, you know. And but like overall I'm really bad at organizing. Actually, I should, when I go back home, I should do that. And I also sometimes just prepare like a whole playlist for evening.
Right.
If I don't want to stress myself out too much, I just do like songs after songs, and I just try at home if they match.
Yeah. Can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, what are the new additions that you've put in, like hits, for example, or what are some songs you've discovered recently that you like can't wait to play them in a set?
I mean, what I just like found again was like Cha Cha Slide.
Yeah.
People love that, you know? Like there's just the random songs like Suavemente, and also like just old songs. I also put this yes. People love this
like
for some reason.
2010s club bangers.
Yes, even older, you know, like Shakira, old like soccer songs, randomness. People love it.
How do you find new music?
New music? Hard. I feel like I actually retired a bit because I just like stick to the artists that I know. It's like really hard to find new artists. Back then I used to hang on SoundCloud a lot, and just like look for new artists and everything. But I feel like nowadays it's just so overshadowed with other like already big artists, and then just I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. Did you when you got into your hip hop, not phases, but like when you first discovered hip hop, did you get into Deutschrap and the world of the German hip hop stuff and German R&B?
I mean, where I'm from more the south, like near Frankfurt. We listen to a lot of like Haftbefehl and like all these other artists that I don't even remember the names anymore. You know, like Azimemo. They were like some people we were just like listening to. It wasn't really like my vibe, but it was more like a mood. That's how we like identified ourselves. But yeah, when I was playing at a 16 and above party, you know, and they wanted to hear some German rap, and I was like, what should I play? I had some songs from Rap La Rue, this new show, and I also downloaded this one song, and it's insane. They asked me like probably for 30 songs requests I had that night.
Damn.
And
16 plus party, I guess it's like people who don't go out that much because they're 17. They like can't go.
This was I mean, the music that I played, they loved it, but like the song requests, I was just like, I don't have this. Like they asked me for Justin Bieber Boyfriend.
Right.
I was like,
I don't think I even know it, to be honest.
If I was your boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I should have that. Like I see that totally, but then I was like, how do you know these songs? You're so young.
True, actually. Yeah.
Right?
Interesting.
Like you were probably like 8 or something, but then when I was 8, I listened to like Sierra and stuff. And when I hear this in the club, I still go crazy.
And it's also probably something of like, I don't know, when I was, like 13, 11 to 14 kind of range, it was not cool to like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
So I think maybe kids who like grew up after that didn't have the phase of like, hey, we shouldn't like Justin Bieber. So we
I was such a hater.
Yeah.
I was such a
hater. Poor guy.
Hating,
I feel, it's terrible that just the whole world hated him for a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you get into the other kind of side of the hip hop culture in terms of the fashion and like the graffiti type of stuff and the drama around hip hop as well? Like right now there's the Kendrick and Drake stuff, which is entertaining, but
yeah, it is entertaining actually. But I just saw like a post from Duke Deuce. I don't know if you know this guy. He funny. He's like a rapper, and he also does like this like dancing, like crunk dancing. And he just uploaded a video like, he didn't even say the names of the drama, you know, because everybody knows. And he just said like, can you please just stop that? There's other musicians that trying to live up
trying to release stuff on Monday.
Yes. And I see that. I get that totally. So I'm not really like involved in the whole drama, but today I discovered the BBL Drizzy song, and I just played that on repeat. You know, I was like, "Woo! That's a jam."
Yeah. Also cool that he responded with a beat, like Metro
Yeah.
responded.
Yeah.
Like that's like
That's hard.
yeah, cool of him to actually just be like, okay, how am I gonna do this? Do you just thinking of crunk? I don't know why I kind of attached to that, but have you seen any existence of crunk in Berlin as like a club thing? I haven't. I don't know if it exists.
No.
No, it'd just be fun.
No, I feel like there's so many genres that didn't make it to Berlin club scene yet. Also like Baile Funky, this Brazilian type of music. I recently saw actually there was like a party with just this as a genre, which is like nice, you know. Yeah, but there's like multiple like genres also like Jersey. It slowly became more poppin' through also the Nicki Minaj song Everybody and also Lil Uzi Vert. They all make it like more mainstream. But then it was a thing way back.
Yeah.
Like Jersey, like I remember like 10 years ago, like 15 years, no, that's too much, probably like 10 years ago, there was this like DJ Slink Boiler Room set, and I downloaded it back then. Like now they don't have it online anymore. This was the shit. This was so good. And now all of a sudden everybody's just like, oh yeah, Jersey. Woo.
Yeah. Just a couple episodes ago we had a Jersey artist on.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. What's his name?
Told you?
I think
he's connected through something.
He Asian.
Yeah, he's Vietnamese, I think. I want to say, I'm not sure.
Ooh.
No, that's fine. Why do you think it is that Germany, in some stuff, is very like modern and pretty quick to react to things, but in a lot of things, especially R&B, is like very almost like stuck in 2000s.
Yeah.
Do you think what do you think the reason is for that?
I mean, I feel like maybe it's just in general, like Germany, they don't want to get in touch with their feelings. They were phases of R&B in German history which were like really good. But like nowadays, I feel like people just run with what works, you know.
Yeah, but then a lot of the electronic music here is like
also
at the edge of being is like the newest thing. It's like movements start here a lot, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I did watch some documentaries about this, how like through TikTok the whole electronic scene also evolved. And I like it in a way because they involve more like vocals in it. It's just a little bit more like more rhythm, more just better, I guess, more than like Schranz, like so boring.
Do you see yourself getting into the making songs side of making music?
Making songs? I mean, I would love to. I recently just got into like free loops, you know, just fucking around.
Welcome to the vortex. You just get sucked in, and it's like 4 years later, you're like, I have no money, and I just want to do this.
I wish I could get sucked into it because I do something, and then I just get annoyed because I don't see any changes, or I feel like maybe I have like some projects I worked on, and then I just need to like let them sit there, and then I come back to them, you know. I mean, I definitely have to get into that because as a DJ, I think it's also better if you have your own songs, just own remixes, you know. Just make it a little bit more unique.
It's also a fun thing to be able to put on a remix, and then when people go to a DJ set, it's obviously part of it's like just enjoying the evening, but then there's a new thing where you're like, oh, I haven't heard this before. Like, what is this? And it's cool to be able to be like, I did this.
Yes.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. For the makeup side of what you do, which is a whole different world, what does that look like? Is it mostly social media stuff, or are you doing makeup for performing artists? What's that like?
Well, it depends who books me. Like, I did a lot of makeup for music videos. Recently, I did the makeup for the dancers for Breast's music video. He's pianist.
Yeah.
And just like different music videos. I also help with the 24 Tim Cherry Lady music video. And just personally, I'm really blessed actually, because all the people that give me work, I knew them to different things, and they respect me, you know. They see like the art and the work that I put into it, and then they just like ask me if I want to assist, if I'm free, if I can help for them, or if they can't take the job, they just still ask me if I can like take over. And I think I'm really like thankful for that, because I feel like it's really hard to get into the business. Even people who do the who go to school for this, they spend like 10,000, 15,000 for this school, and they still get no jobs. Imagine.
Yeah.
This is insane. And like at the end of the day, everything is just connections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creativity, everything that you do is based around creativity.
Yeah.
Whether it's cooking or DJing or makeup. Was that something that when you were growing up was something very important in your household, or was it something you discovered later?
No, I mean, I was like by myself most of the times,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had to entertain myself. And also, I don't know if I'm like such a rebel or something, but I personally, like, I grew up in like a really small town, like 8,000 people, and the city was like even smaller city. And I always felt like different, you know. I'm like half Thai, half German. You can tell that I'm not like the others. And then maybe I developed the urge to be even more different, to just be like, yeah, fuck off. Yeah. And yeah, this is how the whole creativity thing came together. I feel like just me trying to be different, or just exploring myself and like what I like and what I don't like.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel like you interact with creativity? Do you feel like, I hear a lot of people say that they feel like they're channeling something, like creativity is coming and they're just feeling it and kind of putting it somewhere? Or is it more of an exploration kind of feeling you get from when you're doing creative things?
I mean, I feel like creativity starts for me when an accident happens. You know, sometimes you just like try to do things that other people do, and then you just do it like kind of differently, and this is already like the creative process. You know, I feel like no one invents the wheel new.
Yeah.
So everybody just like gets inspired by things like, yeah, I want to be like, I don't know, Erykah Badu. I want to get into producing. I want to be, yeah, I want to channel this vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no new music kind of thing.
Yeah.
We've done about 45 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
I have a couple random questions from my research. There's a picture on your Instagram of Thai Yakult, the like yogurt drink.
Yakult, yeah.
Is it different in Thailand than here? Why?
Maybe not as cheaper.
Oh.
Out here, these
different.
small bottles are so expensive.
Oh, they're like big bottles.
Yeah, they have big bottles there.
But do you drink it like in one sitting, or is it like you have it and then you have a little bit and then the next day?
I think you drink it in one sitting. I mean, over here in Germany, people drink these like fruit yogurt drinks.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Which personally I think is really nasty.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then over there people drink this Yakult thingy, even though I don't get how they can how they can drink it, because there's like lots of milk, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like lots of Asian people can't drink milk.
True. What's red cow milk? That's also on your.
Yeah, it's so good.
What is it?
It's sweet. It's like sweet milk.
Is it? What makes it red?
It's not wet. It's not red inside.
Oh, okay.
But maybe you're talking about something else. It's like a syrup that you put inside.
I don't know. It's not the Yakult thing. It was like a separate post.
Yeah. Then you mix it with milk. Yeah, that's really nice. You can get it at Thai Park actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, good to know. And then one of the super old videos I found of you was you were talking about piercings that you had.
Yeah.
And you had a surface piercing, that was new to me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know you could even get that on your finger, and a tongue piercing. What, when you did that, was something that you were really surprised by, of like, about the experience of like, oh, this really hurt a lot, or it didn't hurt at all, or just like, there's, for some piercings, I know with tongue piercings, you kind of like forget that it exists.
I mean, by now, but in the beginning, it was painful.
The tongue piercing?
Yes, because I had like such a long bar inside, and then whenever I ate or anything, I just spit on it, and it was also like a metal bar. I also broke some like pieces of tooth off.
Ooh.
And it was not nice. Like I was suffering for 2 months probably.
Damn. Do you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it.
Oh, okay.
It's still there.
Kept with it.
Yeah.
Through the struggle.
I mean, now I don't really feel it, to be honest. Like now I don't care. I could take it out maybe one day, you know. Like, for me personally, it was just like more important. I did want to get a piercing that people can't see or that I can hide. Like I used to have a septum here. I got it done when I was like 15 and met some homeless kids, you know, that were chilling near the train station, and they just like pierced it for me. And when I came home, I was just like hiding my face like this. My mom was like, "What's wrong with you?" Then she saw that, I was just like, "Yeah, you're the kid of the devil."
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you superstitious at all?
my mom?
You?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, I believe in ghosts.
Just a little stitious. Believe in ghosts.
Yeah. Have you seen a ghost before?
No. I don't believe in any of them.
No?
No.
Well,
Which
you have
maybe
to go
makes me
to
incredibly
Thailand
boring.
or something. You know,
It's
like,
where they keep the ghosts.
yes. I've seen a ghost before. That was actually like my granddad before he passed away.
The ghost was your grandfather?
Yes. It was crazy. Like my mom, she was in Thailand, and yeah, she was like visiting him because obviously he's about to pass. And then I stayed in Germany, and I was like by myself, and then I just saw this like shadow just like walking past back and forth, and I was so scared, you know. I just like ran into my room, was like crying. I was like, oh my god, what was that? And then she told me like, yeah, that was like him visiting you.
Are Thai people very superstitious? Is
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't say superstitious.
Well, like,
I would say religious.
okay, yeah.
Because it like that's like how I grew up, you know. Like my mom, she's Buddhist, and we went to church a lot, and that's also how I got to keep the connection with my cousins and like also my Thai relatives really close. Yeah. And it's just like not only about the religion, it's also the community thing, obviously. And yeah, I wouldn't say it's superstitious because stuff happens. Like when you go to church and they pray and all these things, and then someone sits in the front and they're just like getting a seizure and shakes and just like rolling their eyes and everything. Like when you see this, you know it's real.
Crazy. Yeah. Might be a good place to stop. Do you have anything you want to promote? This will be up on Friday to everyone.
Okay, so everyone, we will have the dinner on the 16th of May. You can come through, get the tickets. Also, the next Spicy Tunes party is on the 19th of June at Panke. Would love to see you there, everyone. And can't wait for every new opportunities that come my way, you know, because everything just falls in place somehow.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you to our sponsors at Soundplate Clicks. Thank you to Dianamaracuja for coming. We're a bit outside of Berlin, so thanks for making the journey. And if you can leave a review, that helps us a lot for feedback, but also for algorithm stuff. And feel free to share and let us know who else you would like to see on the podcast. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.